Good win, yo. Oh
Who?
my god. This nigga Antonio Brown.
Us. Well, I don't know. Hey, look who he with. The nigga Kanye been wearing them goddamn fisherman boots for 2 months straight. I know they smell like all of hell. All right. We just slowed it down to slow it up.
Oh shit.
Getting down to the
Got the
nitty
full
gritty
beat.
of the cool look, nigga. This new feature, they done messed up. Next hour, we've got a little bit of After 7 and High Five coming up next in the next hour. We got a little bit of Tevin Campbell
Oh,
and after.
not the Tevin.
You just heard Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? I wonder what that young man's up to nowadays. Tevin Campbell's been a staple in the community. He's a current TikTok challenge. Brother Brock, have you done the Can We Talk challenge?
Never. Not never. Ain't got nothing to talk about. Not me and Tabby Tab and shit.
You don't tell them. You don't think that that's a joint, yo? You just gotta sing the song.
Oh,
You don't gotta
all
talk to Tev. You don't gotta.
I thought you had
You ain't got a
Oh,
12-page letter to write, nigga.
a lie with nothing Tevin doing, yo. Especially not right now, yo. Probably something scandalous.
Oh, I see the chat is lively tonight already. Niggas is wilding.
So niggas is singing Can We Talk?
Yeah, it started with superstar niggas, of course. I believe one of them R&B niggas started. Tyrese, a Tank, or one of them.
Oh.
You know, Tank said if you know what I mean, one time it don't count. Anyway,
You know the funny thing? I'm gonna cut you off, but you know the
No,
funny
go
thing? I actually did karaoke. Tevin Campbell at a cookout singing a duet with this lady. Not apparently, but obviously I was drunk out my fucking mind with a microphone in the backyard singing Tevin Campbell.
hey, yo, hold on.
There's pictures too. Actually, there's video footage.
There's a picture of you with a microphone in the backyard. It sounds so wild. I had cut the music off, and then you said I was singing Tevin Campbell with a microphone in the backyard. That sounds ill.
It's nasty. That's nasty work, yo.
Very nasty work right there. Very nasty work. I don't know where to go from there. That's just holy smokes.
And you know the funny thing, not to belabor this.
Keep
is
going.
that
Nah, I'm with it.
Nobody paid attention to me and this girl.
Y'all was just singing. It was just like y'all was the only two people on earth. That sound like, girl, I wish it was just me and you on the whole world.
Nobody paid attention, yo.
That's some real. Now, you described her as a lady.
Yes.
Was she older? Because when you say, I don't know why, when you say like this lady, it feels like she's older.
I think
Like,
you're right. She's about 45.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
yeah, she's about 5 years older than me.
okay.
Actually, let me see.
We don't need an exact
I'm
number.
about to do this.
It's not necessary. It's definitely not necessary. Matter of fact, before you talk yourself into any trouble, I'm gonna just go ahead and
Welcome to the Weird Fucking Podcast, where we're built for comfort and not for speed. Hashtag shooting the five.
yeah. It's the Where's Buffy podcast, where we're built for comfort.
And not for speed, you old drunk ass nigga in the backyard doing backflips to bussy music, singing Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, the name of the show this week is Microphone in the Backyard. What is bussy music?
We ain't gotta go into that. I just associate that with Tevin Campbell, you know what I'm saying? Stories about him being a little open with himself and Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying?
Why?
A little generous to Quincy Jones. Shit,
God dang.
To get a record deal.
Hey yo, niggas is wilding already this week, man. Let me make sure I sit my bottle of water down on the coaster. Niggas don't be respectful, nigga. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie at Baltimore Bottles. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Check out that does French Montana count as bussy music? Shout out to brother Math. Shout out to brother Diz. Shout out to brother Feeve. Niggas is on assignment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to brother Feeve holding us down last week. Yeah, so brothers is on assignment this week. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hey, yo, wow. It's Quincy producing bussy music. You see what you started?
I think it's a word people like to say, yo.
Nah, bussy is funny. Bussy is a very funny word. There's a wrestling tag team named Bussy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a gentleman and a lady. They wrestle.
I mean,
what do you mean? What do they do? I mean,
are they implying that bussy, or is it just a coincidence?
Nah, it's the same bussy as everybody. Yeah, I think the gentleman is LG. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, he part of the community. Yo, the bots are here. The bots in the house. Ivan Drumonov says Flores. Them the niggas. That's the niggas.
You got them little random people.
Yeah, they hacking the chat. You know what I'm saying? I see you for red. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how you know you.
Careful, man.
Mama, we made it. Niggas was trying to hack, trying to get me for my 77. You want to hear that word, Styles P? You got to chill out. You have to chill out, Banks. Yeah, shout out to Diz, shout out to Brother Man, shout out to Phoebe. I am IlFam790, social media choice, aka the on-edited podcast, and the aka Captain Bro, Bano, Brew Diamond, Phillips, Sticky the Dragon, Steamboat, PodChamp, Pod God's favorite podcast, the Party Pipe. I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of Dente Nice, and my tag team partner.
It's your boy Broccoli, my boy, aka Russell Westbrook, aka Veggie Miller, aka Mr. 51 Pounds Down Accountant. But who's counting me because I'm Petty Kruger, making means while you dream. Sauce Perot, Broccoli, Pear Grills, Juice Leroy, Kimbo Christ, and of course Black Fabio, Nape your neck. You know what I'm saying? Pink Luster, moisturizer oil, wafts of jupe.
Big wafts.
Big wafts.
Yo, so speaking of fragrance, right?
Yeah.
We talk of fragrance every once in a while. This week, from Monday to Friday, right? Work time. How many different fragrances did you wear?
2.
Huh?
2, but it's normally like some of those ones that I'm kind of trying to get rid of, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like I have some bullshit.
Are you willing to share what those fragrances were?
No. Can't do it. Well, actually, I give you one that I know I always wear is that 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Izzy Miyake.
I always throw that 1 million.
Izzy Miyake. No, the Paco Rabanne 1 million is very popular. I think I threw on 3 in a possible.
Jesus Christ.
Cause all right, it's one. It's Yves Saint Laurent, La Nuit de l'Homme.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But she don't. The longevity on that one ain't. She don't rock and roll all day long.
Nah.
She smells amazing, but at a couple hours, you like, I'm wearing lotion.
Yeah. That's like the what is it, the L'Homme? I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit don't last too long. Smells amazing for the first 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like 45 minutes, you might as well spray that right before you get into the office. All right, I smell good. You know, by lunch, you ain't smelling the shit.
Yo, do you know what the difference between designer fragrances and niche fragrances are?
Nah.
So apparently designer fragrances are just that, like fragrances made by,
Oh, yeah,
fashion
I know
houses.
what you're talking about now. Okay.
Right. And then niche fragrances are like joints just that's all they make is
Like Bond number 9 and all that shit.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the good folks over there at is it Creed?
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas. Yo, why is that so expensive?
I don't know. I have no idea, but it's always been expensive. And it ain't came down. It's consistently holding that price.
Mm-mm. And
I want to check out that what is it called, like Rosia Dove and all that shit. You ever heard of those before?
yeah, the same
Yeah.
folks that they make Elysium and all that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They make square. All they joints are square bottles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's up there too.
Yeah, the Baccarat Rouge 540. I have not smelled, but you think there's a unisex fragrance that is going to is worth $300?
Is there? You saying?
That's what I mean. That's what they charging, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm like, but are you?
I don't really want. I don't know. I don't really have too many unisex fragrances in my collection.
Me neither.
So I don't know. Something about something that's not like uniquely masculine.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of turns me off and shit. You know what I'm saying? It may smell great, but something about it, I'm like, I want to roll on a date or some shit, and my girl wearing the same shit I got on. It's like,
Hey, can I get a spray?
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing. That being said, let's start the show off the way we always do about this time with the good, the bad, the ugly. Brother Brock, what's good with you?
What's good is it's my young one's birthday. You know what I'm saying? He just entered into the teenage years of his life.
That's good.
Yeah, he made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga could not be here. Shit. So
yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, man. Like I'm, happy and proud of my boy, man.
That's what's up, man. It's Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And you seeing Black history everywhere. It's cool. I usually start the day with a like the Google Home. Like you start with them and then, like you say good morning or whatever, and it'll run through a bunch of news stories. Apparently, they run through a Black history fact. Apparently, it's Rosa Parks' birthday today. Also,
birthday, y'all.
Also, shout out to Ghostface Light. Ghostface Light's birthday. I know you're in the house.
Leonard's birthday too.
Yeah, brother Leonard also been on the on the pod. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, happy birthday, all those folks, man, and do something for Black History Month other than eating bad food, man. Go on out there and learn your kids something. Make them write an essay. Make them write with their hands and fingers and stuff.
Did your parents ever make you do that?
Yes. Wow. Not my parents. Grandparents, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You uncle, why don't you go upstairs and write an essay? Think you know everything. You know how they act.
Yeah, I actually made my son do something like that about Malcolm X. Because I was like, damn, like they really don't really teach them much about Malcolm X in school. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you don't know who Malcolm X is? First I made him watch the movie. And that's a little heavy for like a 9-year-old. Well,
yeah, so is the book.
Mm-hmm. So then I made him write something about it.
But do something for Black History Month other than, try to get a discount, and please don't make a club night. Oh, for Black History Month, man, the bad this week, the good folks over at The View have suspended Whoopi Goldberg, right? For making comments that were seemed to possibly be somewhat anti-Semitic.
Do you know what she said?
She said that the Holocaust was not about race. It was a human atrocity. It was a human's rights thing. It was, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody, the Jews were being killed by the Germans, and everybody was white. So Whoopi Goldberg said that it wasn't a race thing. Was it a race thing?
Yeah,
It
I
was a
would
race
say
thing.
so. I would say so, just because those people claim that their race is Jewish, right? Don't those people say that they're like?
Don't say those people. Please don't say those people.
I
Please
mean,
don't
what's
say
worse? I mean, like saying, "Hey, whatever." Um, yes, great body wash,
Yeah.
but nah, man, I think people just nitpicking, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, she done for about a week. She's losing bank too, like big bread, but they say she's tight.
if it's not enough, if you're on a show where you paid to give your opinion and say
Mhm.
certain things,
Mhm.
I don't even think it's worth it to suspend someone if it's not big enough that you would fire them about it.
Right. Well,
You know
she's
what I
not
mean?
fired.
Huh?
She's not fired. She's just
Yeah,
suspended.
that's what I'm saying. If it's not something that you feel like, yo, I gotta fire this lady, let's let it rock out. People say all types of offensive stuff, you know what I mean, on that show, depending
Yeah.
on what your view is.
Yeah.
Ironically, what your view is. You know what I'm saying?
Bars. Have you seen the Joe Rogan stuff?
No, but I've heard about it,
So
and
a bunch of
that's
artists.
even crazier.
So a bunch of artists are pulling their music off, right? Because
Mhm.
of his uh anti-vax commentary on the pod. But the funny part now is there are other artists, and I don't know if it started with her, but I know India Ari said she's pulling her music off of Spotify for a different reason. She's pulling her music off of Spotify because Joe Rogan, who has had some suspect views, um, he's got a whole nigga tape out. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you can see his nigga tape.
There's a negative.
Yeah, he got
What?
he said nigga a couple times.
Like, how was he saying it? Like, was he
He didn't say my nigga. Yeah.
RDR?
Hardy R.
Oh, hardy R.
Yeah.
Ugh, Joe.
Yep. So NDIRE is pulling her music off because they're paying most of these artists pennies on the points percentage of a penny per song per play to pay this nigga $100 million.
Hmm.
So she was like, "Nah, you're not gonna use my music to fund his old anti-vax nigga hating podcast." That being said, um uh I hope you guys don't listen to Where's Buffy on Spotify.
Oh, you snatching it off?
Might as well.
Hey, fuck it. Support black women. You know what I'm saying?
Whole time. Um, and now to the ugly, which is actually going to be also sports in the buff. You know what I'm saying? It's, a stripped down version of our normal sports segments. There are only two headlines, man. A more fun topic. The Washington football team has changed. They actually have an official name now. They will be known as the Washington Commanders.
That's so lame. What's the mascot? What the fuck is the?
I saw a thing with like some stars, and then there's a W that kind of looks like a taco holder.
Let me check this out.
You know what I mean? It's they did some things. I don't know, man. What you gonna do? Um,
Sports. I
yeah,
mean, I think sports names. Did they vote on these names, or did they just came up with the name and gave it to them?
I I think they had I know they had a like three finalists. I don't know what they were.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the other two could be worse than Commanders. I've heard the Comrades, Nigga said the Commodores in the chat. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all wild. There's gonna be Lionel Richie out there on the helmet. I really thought the football team was dope. I thought the football team was slick. Like it was different than everybody else in the league. You know what I mean? I've never really been a big fan of the burgundy and gold, but the helmets on the numbers on the helmet instead of a logo was something different for the league, man. I was like, yo, dope. I'm gonna rock with it. And I guess
this ain't that bad though. I like this little shirt.
Yeah, here's the thing about that crest there, right?
It's
got 3 stars in it. I thought the Redskin fans, the Washington football fans, the Washington Commander fans did not like teams with stars. Now y'all got 3 of
them. Can't let the slander go.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So when y'all see the real stars twice a year, y'all understand. It'll just be another team, same result. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody gonna bust their heads in. It is what it is, man. So yeah, shout out to all the Commander fans. Let us know what y'all think of the name. The other sports topic is this Brian Flores saga, which is going crazy right now. Apparently, this nigga was they were trying to pay this man to lose games. They were trying to incentivize tanking. Like they were trying to give him a certain amount of money, but the problem is, and shout out to Hugh Jackson, who was on the Pivot, talked about it. As a black coach, you don't have no wiggle room.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? Only guy really left is buddy from Pittsburgh, right?
What's his name? Mike Tomlin.
And Tomlin hasn't had a loser season. Is that the stat? Is that you can? You
know the funny thing is like he hasn't had a losing season, and people still act like he should be fired about.
Call for his head every season. They don't win the Super Bowl. They call for his head every single. This is what I'm saying. What kind of standard of success do you have to have as a black coach? You just can't be regular. You can't just be like, well, somebody such and such got hurt, so I don't know.
First of all, they ain't even hiring them. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get in the door, they trying to pay you to lose games. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck up your career on purpose. You know what I mean? Like,
Hugh Jackson was one of the more successful coaches very, very early in his career with a bunch of mediocre quarterbacks and offensive players, and he had some success, and he hasn't been heard from since. He had to go to Grambling.
You ain't seen Tony Dungy in a minute.
Who do you think got this man a new job? This is what I'm saying. It's nasty business over there. It's very ugly. You know what I mean? Very ugly. Shout out for him for standing up. And I ain't gonna lie, I got fooled by them kind of leaking information early. Because them niggas is like, oh yeah, well, he wasn't talking to the front office for months and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh no, buddy ain't getting no more jobs. He's wilding out. But come to find out, the organization is just filthy, you know what I'm saying? And the foolish part is, I guess everybody got jammed up because Belichick sent a text. Is that what you were saying?
Belichick sent a text to him. They got the Rooney Rule or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't even interview him yet.
The Giants.
And he sent a text to him saying congratulations on getting a job.
Mm-hmm. So it was another Brian had got the job.
Exactly. And he made a mistake and sent the text to Brian Flores, who had not even been interviewed for said job. You know what I'm saying?
They just
one of the token people. I get the token that they set up to be interviewed, but he did not.
They weren't going to hire him. They weren't. That's that Rooney Rule is not executed well. It is trash. They need to fix it. They need to do better.
Yeah.
Very sadly, the NFL out of all leagues don't care because they know they're the biggest and they've got the fans. They already did an investigation, took all of a day to investigate. Total BS. That's Vin.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I don't know what they're doing over there. It's not. Well, no, I'm sorry. I know exactly what they're doing over there. It's America, baby. You know what I
You
mean?
know, I heard somebody on some other podcast, forgot where it was, but it's somebody liking the NFL to like the Republican Party
Okay.
and the NBA to the Democratic Party. Regardless if you know, whatever you vote for, whatever, like the Republican Party does not really care about demonstrating their racism. And it's like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Whereas though at least the Democrats on the surface level try, but they still want some bullshit too. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost the Democrats is interesting because it becomes a we already know you're gonna vote for us, so
yeah, we already know niggas gonna watch basketball. You know what I'm saying? So we try our best, you know, but you know,
yeah, I mean, nigga, we are the league,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So any change has to come from within, and kind of, you know, we got to do that. They can't. They're not able. They can't. They're not gonna fix them trashing black people. Black people have to fix it. They're the majority of the league. They need to make more demands.
Yeah.
One of them teams put together, and all the black people say, "You know what? I'm not playing Sunday." Change the whole league immediately.
At least we got Dr. Dre and I'm on the Super Bowl.
Outstanding. I'm definitely tuning for that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I guess we'll probably talk about it a little more next week, man. Are you going to tune in for the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, man.
You already know who you like?
Are
you rooting against anybody? I know you gotta.
It's more about rooting against somebody than it is about liking somebody. But I'm rooting against the Bengals because I don't want them to come back to our division talking crazy and shit next year. You know what I'm saying? Like every time we play them twice, the Super Bowl champion Bengals. Like, nah, nigga, we're not doing that. We're not.
I don't know, yo. I'm just glad that the 49ers ain't in it. I did not want to see them niggas. I know three particularly obnoxious fans. I know one or two fans that are cool. But they were very, very loud. 49er fans, of course, they knocked off my Cowboys and they cut whole wrestling promos on social media. And then, yes, they was wilding out. That's what I'm talking about. And then, listen. And then when niggas start patting that couch, come on, sit down. Oh, now you want? Nah, fam, you cut that wrestling promo last week. Now you got to come over here and shut up. You really do. Shout out to you guys, man.
Who is the biggest rival to the Cowboys? Is it the 49ers?
I would say the Eagles. Right now, it's probably the Eagles.
What do you say historically, though?
I mean, historically,
like you as a Cowboys fan, like who do you? Well, probably the Redskins, right?
Redskins and the Eagles. It's become the Eagles over time. They've had a lot more success, so we care about them more in the division. But every game in our division, like we're that team that everybody hates, right?
Right.
Everybody, niggas ain't got nothing. Tennessee fans, like everybody, niggas ain't got nothing to do with the Cowboys. Cowboys are one of those teams where people usually aren't indifferent. They're either like, yeah, that's my squad, or it's three niggas. It's that's my squad. Oh, I used to like the Cowboys, or I've always hated the Cowboys. It's usually those are the categories that people fit in.
I'm kind of indifferent about the Cowboys. I don't give a fuck about the Cowboys like that.
Who did you like before the Ravens came into town?
Them, huh?
Who'd you like before the Ravens came into town?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I kind of did the same way I do with basketball. Like I follow players. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I feel about that.
Wherever Dion went, huh?
That's always weird. That's always weird, especially more so in football than basketball, because at least when you see a player in the NBA play, you see that player, you see his face. Not in the NFL, you just see a nigga and a helmet and a number.
So for me, it was either wherever Dion went or wherever Joe Montana was.
Hold on a second, because then you have fallen in one of those three categories right there.
What's that?
Dion played for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, then I was fucking the Cowboys then. You know what I'm saying?
One of three categories. Cowboy fan. Used to be a Cowboy fan. Oh, I hate him.
Yeah, I ain't never hated him though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fair enough. I guess that's gonna take me into my favorite segment. The release.
Ugh.
That's great.
You can't call me the release. Can't be released and sick.
You already got it.
Nah, nigga, I finally got my shit, man.
Which one?
I've been out here, you know what I'm saying, running around, man, without protection. So now I'm out here, man. I've been raw dogging. Now I'm out here. Got the Moderna. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the double J, yo. That's crazy.
No. Nobody, no, people aren't choosing that anymore. Choose the kids, choose Jif. You off the first shot or the second shot?
I took my second one. I'm already good, man.
All right, that's what's up. I've been turbo boosted.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, me and the missus have been turbo boosted. We've been we've been outside the whole time. So
we outside.
The whole time. Hey, it's funny. Hey, Banks, Davis wasn't even that obnoxious. But anyway, to release the segment, we put y'all on to something dope that came out this week. Brother Brock, what you got?
I got, funny enough, this is something that I just came from seeing, and that is Jackass.
Ever.
So what I want to warn is still funny. They've actually added new people, which is just a fucking layup to continue this legacy of Jackass. They added a lot of the people from whatever Tyler, the creator, Odd Future, and all that show was called.
Odd Future. Oh yeah. Okay.
Remember they had that show
on Cartoon Network.
Right. So a couple of them, and then actually Tyler was in the movie. You know what I'm saying? They pranked him. They got Eric Andre was in there.
Shout out to Eric Andre. That nigga funny.
Sometimes. Yeah, they introduced a lot of new guys. I guess it's going to take the franchise forward. But I will say, not too much into watching Peens on the screen, man. That's
Peens on the
screen.
Peens
on the screen, man.
The name of the show.
Peens on the screen, man. Too much. Loyalty Squad. There you go. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yo, shout out to Kale from Apartment 5B podcast. I was on the timeline on Monday and I got very upset because, and shout out to Cal too, because Cal had showed me his copy a few months ago. I'm on the timeline though on Tuesday, I believe, is when it came out. The newest Jay Dilla. There's a Jay Dilla biography that talks about his life, his contribution to music. The ad for it sold me immediately. They talked about how he revolutionized hip hop production. And so these savages today at Amazon in the rain just dropped my copy of the book off just in a box. Like it was pouring down rain. Now, luckily I was working from home today, so I seen it. But fam, had I worked all the way up until regular time, I'd have came home and Dilla would have been done.
Damn. What is that book? Let me see that.
Yeah.
Is that like a biography or something like that?
Yeah.
Or is it like pictures or something?
No. It's a book. It's got words in it. It's got words.
It's a big ass book, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig into this, man. It should be dope.
That's about big as my book about what's my man Stokely Carmichael shit. Like, God damn.
Well, so the dude that published this said he let like Questlove and Calm Sense. They all read it. Niggas was crying and everything. He said, "Look, that stamp of approval was everything." So I can't wait to get into Dilla time, the life and afterlife of who reinvented rhythm. So it should be very dope.
I might have to get that, man.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Dope. And that's gonna take us into this week's who won the record. This week's who won the record. What Banks say? Jay Dilla is the GOAT. One set up and did beats without actually having vocals.
Did want to say something about that real quick though.
Oh, what's that?
The Dilla, the book or whatever. I'm interested if they have it like on Audible. It's like that Will Smith book that I got on Audible. Like in between him doing stuff, like they played the music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm wondering if it got something like that on Audible, because that would be interesting too. To like hear them talk about the actual beat, play it, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm gonna check that out.
Yep. That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, shout out to Banks for doing one of my favorite things that people mess up. He said Madlib did a 180. Niggas be telling when niggas turn around, they say they turn their life around. He turned their life around. He did a complete 360. When you do a 360, you end up
Same
the
place.
same place that you started
still
from.
smoking crack.
Still getting high. That's ill. All right, man. That's gonna take us into this week's Who Won the Record, man. WWTR. Who Won the Record at Where's Buffy on all social media this week, man. Russ, featuring Ghostface Killer and Conway, a record called Distance. Brother Brock, who won the record?
Go GFK, man.
Really?
Going GFK, man. Love the imagery, man. And consistently talking about fucking fans and shit.
Hey, yo, it was a super callback. Very super callback at the end of the verse. I was like, if anything, the man is consistent. I am one of the folks of the belief that lately, last 2-3 years, Ghost has sounded aged on a couple of records. Like his voice is a little bit different. This record, you're right, it's a little gruff, but here it kind of was back to this and that. When he went back and rapped again over the Bob James sample, he sounded like old Ghostface. I don't know if he quit. I don't know if he's smoking fugs or something. I don't know, but it sounds like he coming back around, man. Listen, I definitely wouldn't mind hearing. I've heard a great deal of Ghostface lately. I wouldn't mind some new Ghost. That being said, funny enough, I thought Russ won the record. I was impressed, and it might be that I was impressed with Russ's bars, but man, I thought Russ went crazy on this joint. He was really.
Did he rap longer than 16 bars?
Oh yeah, it was definitely longer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Damn,
well, Conway went crazy too. I think, but sometimes you just expect Conway to go crazy because that's what Conway does.
What the fuck? The fucking balls you gotta have to call Conway and fucking Ghostface Killer, you know what I'm saying, and rap alongside of them.
Yo, I got cussed out by Torre online because I was like, yo, why do these niggas keep he had done a song with Fonte, and I was like, yo, why do these niggas keep calling Fonte or to put them on their song to kick their head in?
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, just enjoy the song, dog. I was like, fam, I'm sorry, I love the song, but you got washed.
Respectfully, you know.
Yeah, I didn't say respectfully. So that's actually going to take us into this week's Shooting the Five.
Hashtag ST5 on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Diz be saying a lot of stuff. I never memorized it, but
on Twitter,
Facebook, Black Planet. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. Just type in the hashtag ST5.
Yo, man, this week, man, top 5 episodes of any one show. Brock, what show did you go with?
I went with Martin. That's probably the only one I can recall that many episodes. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, I can rank or whatever.
That's funny. Not that Torre from XM, the rapper Torre. Maxwell's variant is very funny. Brock, what you got though, bro?
All right, man. All right. So I got Chilligans.
Yo,
Chilligans Island.
It's ill you say that. They have a documentary on Netflix about this Black Night out in Hollywood at the Comedy Store that Guy Torrey ran, and Guy Torrey actually said he wrote the Chilligans Island episode.
Word?
Yeah, he talks about it on the show because he got in the writer's room for Martin from doing
Got
stand
yeah,
up.
okay. Yeah, got Twitter. Okay. Now I'm first thought came to my mind was Joe
Joe?
Torre and shit. And then okay. Makes sense. All right. Stolen CD, you know what I'm saying? Hilarity.
Brown.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Sit your
go
butt out of that fool McChain.
I'm gonna go with GTD. I don't know the names of none of these episodes and shit, but got to
Tommy
do
in the courtroom.
ridiculous, man. Gotta go with Tommy Hearns, you feel me? Tommy Hearns. Raw Dog is definitely, you know what I'm saying? Nigga Martin taking it too serious in the charity boxing event.
Yo.
And I'm torn with this last one. Torn with this one, but I'm
gonna be honest. There's only one episode you need to have here, but keep going.
Oh, really?
I don't mean to put the pressure on you. I completely do.
This is, it's one of my favorites. Is Von L. Hill and shit, man.
Yes, that is the one.
Part
that
1
is the
and
episode.
2. You know, I guess the
catfish are delicious.
fried. What do you say? Laid to
fried,
the side?
dyed, and laid to the side.
And then you got the continuation when he goes sing with Casey and JoJo. Fucking craziness, man.
Oh my gosh, Casey, JoJo.
Right. Hey, Rerun. How many times I told you come to my house?
Every time.
How many times have you been?
None.
Because
I was in spray.
Hell yeah, but yeah, man. Man.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Fred Rerun Berry. I went with the show that we aren't supposed to talk about. The Cosby Show.
Oh.
Ayo, number 5, big time in Baltimore. Vanessa and her friends went to see the rock band in Baltimore. It's gonna have a big time in Baltimore. The episode where the enforcer put the joint in Theo's book because the teacher was coming. The number 3, the Stevie Wonder episode, jamming on the one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somehow Stevie Wonder got in a car accident. Surprise, surprise, nigga, you can't see. Number 2, one of my favorite episodes of almost any sitcom ever, was the Real World episode where Theo spent the night at Cockroach House and came home because he was talking about he'd just get a real job.
Mm-hmm.
He was failing in his school, whatever, and he was like, I just get a real job. And so they discussed what money he was making, and he came home and everybody was real people instead of his parents. And it was an amazing concept for a show. And
is that the one where I know exactly what you're talking about? He was taking
Cockroach came back and played his lawyer and all that.
Right. And he was taking his money and shit. Like, you need money for this, need money for that. And he was broke by the end and shit.
Right.
Yeah. That shit was fun.
So yeah, that's my number 2. And number 1, come on, Gordon Gartrell.
I was gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't not put that in there.
Yeah, the Gordon Gartrell episode was legendary when he came and she was like, "What is this?" If you niggas pay attention, Trey from Boys in the Hood, I actually had the Gordon Gartrell shirt in its original form in Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? Because he was working at the Fox Hills Mall. You mean you like?
Didn't they do a documentary or some shit recently on Cosby, like putting together all of his
It's coming out soon. It's actually W. Kamau Bell.
Okay.
And a lot, some folks are like you're beating a dead horse. What do you think about it? I mean, you know what I mean? We here.
I think they're trying to do the same thing that they did with R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, people are not happy enough people are not happy that he's out of jail. You know what I mean? So they're trying to, I guess, try him in the social court or whatever. And hopefully somebody will pick it back up and, find some other charges they can exploit and get him back in there. That's what I think they're trying to do.
So for me, I really feel like they're trying to, I think this is his attempt to kind of counteract anybody who felt vindicated by defending Bill Cosby. I think he came back like, listen, Bill got out because XYZ. And so I think he's just like, well, here are my facts and how I see it. Or not necessarily. He interviewed a bunch of folks, man, that really knew what was going on. I am curious to watch it because I don't know if they completely say, oh, you know what I mean? Is this the same thing as, you know what I mean, the hit piece that the R. Kelly thing was, but R. Kelly deserved a hit piece because he was a hit piece. Anyway, the W. Kamau Bell joint should be interesting. We'll see.
The thing about those specials though that I realize is like when you watch stuff like that, you realize how evil some of the people around these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like when I watching the R. Kelly joint, I'm like, damn, you got so many people that let success and fame blind you like that you let somebody do all these heinous.
Go on, get her. Go on, get her. Everybody was what. That's the thing. The whole and all these niggas. This nigga Dame Dash took. Never mind. Anyway, yes, there's a lot of one nigga eat the bullet, but it's a lot of niggas guilty. It's a lot of niggas that aided and abetted. It's a lot of stuff TV wise that's coming up. I know Snowfall's coming back. What shows are like in your rotation right now? Are you watching anything? Yo, hold 1 sec. This is correct. That episode with Cliff's secret sauce, he put something and everybody got horny and left. That is correct. And then Rudy was about to eat it, and that nigga wiped her mouth off and said, "No." I was like, at least he didn't like the babies get got. Anyway, my bad.
Oh shit. Well, I just finished this show called Archive 81 on Netflix.
What is it?
Archive 81.
What's it about?
This dude is a guy that repairs I guess like tapes or whatever, like videotapes. And this white guy just comes out of nowhere and says, you know, I'm gonna hire you to live in this, you know, this house in the Catskills. I need you to repair all these tapes. I'm gonna give you $100,000. Just sit there and repair these tapes. And he starts to unfold different things that happened in this fire. And it's a wild show, but it's dope as fuck though. Like it's only 8 episodes too, so I was able to finish that.
Nigga,
and I'm trying Ozark now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. So, you should be okay. That show's wild, man. That show started off with maybe 2 episodes of build, and then it just hit the ground running.
See, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, the first episode was cool, but then it's like the second one is kind of like, come on.
That's a fact, man. Right now I am fully invested in 50 Cent's Niggaverse, the drug dealer Marvel universe. I love it. The Ghost show has been dope. I ain't even gonna lie. It's definitely the first 2 seasons of the Ghost show is just as good as the first couple seasons of Power. It's really good. It's definitely a lot better than the last 2 seasons of Power. Even the BMF joint, which isn't in the universe, was also dope. They just greenlighting everything 51 do. You got
the Ghost show is like a prelude or something, or
no, this actually is a direct continuation. This is after the events of the Power.
Okay.
The prequel to Power is that Kanan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But there's also, I think, coming out later this month, because I think next week is the finale of either this week might be the finale. Either way, right after I want to call it Tariq, but it's called Ghost. Once this wraps up, Force, which is Tommy's show, comes out. That should be dope. I'm kind of looking forward to that. It should be violent. He should be wilding out. That's supposed to be in Chicago. And of course, like all the Marvel joints and the Boba Fett, I've liked. I know Brother Diz says he has some reservations about it. But TV's been dope. Are you more of a stream? Are you watching streaming stuff? Are you watching network TV still? Or?
Nah, I ain't. Only thing I watch on network TV is sports. You know what I mean?
Same.
Everything else is pretty much streaming. I've been Netflix has been a go-to. Actually, I'm supposed to be watching something tomorrow for this movie podcast thing.
What's shout them out?
It's Hollywood Zoomcast.
Okay.
I don't know what the movie is called. It's some weird ass movie with vampires and a cab driver on Netflix. So I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. Like a dude, I think he's stuck in a cab or some shit with vampires and they're making him drive.
And it's not Vampire in Brooklyn.
No.
Julian. Take me to Harlem.
No, it's called Night Teeth. Night Teeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot. I'm trying to think what else I'm looking forward to. But mostly I'm watching a lot of Disney Plus, HBO Max. Oh my gosh, nigga, Peacemaker is hilarious.
What the hell is Peacemaker?
Peacemaker is if you saw the last Suicide Squad, John Cena's character got a spinoff. And it's made by the same guy, James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy. So he's got a lot of like funny, silly, quirky dialogue, which is dope, man. But John Cena is killing it. You get to see shout out to Angry Man.
What is it on?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Yo, niggas tried to come out with the thought that HBO Max is actually Cinemax and HBO combined. That is not true. It started making the rounds this week on the internet. I was like, no, that's not true.
You know, it's something on HBO that I wanted to check out. It's a Danny McBride show with who the fuck? It's some other big actor in that movie, but they're like a family of evangelists or some shit like that.
I can say that show is hilarious. Ghostface Light was just asking me about that joint.
Okay.
But niggas say that show is I mean, niggas is crying off that joint.
When I see Danny McBride, I always sign up, man. Like ever since he turned it down. Sign me up, man.
If you've ever seen, there's a Danny McBride movie called The Foot Fist Way.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That is, this nigga did the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. He, I guess he was breaking up with his chick, and he met her at a baseball diamond, and they sat in the bleachers. He took his engagement ring off because she had been quote blowing dudes from work. He set the wedding ring, or the Righteous Gemstones is the show that you're talking about too.
Okay.
He takes the wedding ring, sits it on the bleachers, stands up, and pisses on the engagement ring. Son, when I tell you I haven't laughed harder. And it's an old lady that get beat up in the movie that's also very, very funny. Because you know, like they bring the old lady and you think, oh, we know it's an old lady. She about to kill this nigga like Yoda on Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever. She about to wild out. No, sir, that nigga hit her with a flying front kick, yo. She just caved. Knocked the dookie out of the pins, I swear to you. But do you still have cable?
Nah, I ain't got no cable, man.
Same.
I cut the cord a long time ago, man.
For real?
I cut the cord a long time ago.
I think we're going on 2-3 years here.
This was before streaming and stuff. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, at this point, I'm pretty much watching a lot of Netflix, comedy specials, Netflix, couple series, and going hard on YouTube, man. Like a lot of YouTube watching. You know what I mean?
A lot of YouTube. Who's your favorite YouTuber?
Favorite YouTuber? It depends on what it is. But I mean, of course, I watch 5150.
You still back? You still rocking with them? They got rid of your man's. He was terrible. Lil Jon.
Singing yo. Yeah.
Lil Jon. Oh gosh, what was his name? I can't think. Light skin. That nigga was hard.
What is it?
Precise.
Yeah,
glad they got rid of him. Shout out to him.
And funny enough, I watched Craig Smith's show. Watch his show. He put out something like
Craig
twice
Facts.
a week. Yeah, Craig Facts. Who else? Who else on there? Somebody I'm forgetting, but yeah, man. A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I am. Is your son YouTubing a lot? Because I know mine is.
A whole lot.
What kind of stuff is your son YouTube?
It's a lot of stuff about video games, honestly. Like I don't know why I've seen a lot of kids will watch another person play video games.
Yes.
Which is the strangest shit in the world. And I'm like, don't you want to just get that video game? He's like, I'm cool with just watching them play. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. Lil Fam used to do the same thing. Now he's in this really big sports statistics kick. So he'll watch like best wide receivers under 6'1", or like most. I think the one thing I saw, because he'll watch on my account because there's no commercials. So I think the last thing I saw was like the 10 dirtiest players of all time. You know what I mean? Shout out to Richie Incognito and Ndamukong Suh.
They trying to get caught up, man. You know what I mean? Like I know when I was a kid, of course we didn't have YouTube or whatever, but
Right.
you know, just watching a lot of tapes and reading stuff, you know what I mean? Like just trying to get caught up. And they used to have like, they didn't have YouTube, but they had those little shows like what was that NFL show that used to come on all the time?
I remember the NBA Inside Stuff that used to come on.
Inside Stuff. And there was an NFL show that they used to damn, I forgot what it's called. It's an NFL show. I forgot. I remember it though. It was like a real famous NFL show.
But they used to, all that stuff. Like, listen, it's cool to see him get really big into like you know what I mean? Like really like that. He knows players. His favorite player, of course, right now, NBA wise, is Ja Morant.
Mine too.
The leagues at this point, shorty getting busy. The thing is, they say they can win without him, though. That's the crazy part. They said they good without him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got a couple years, I think, though, before they challenge him seriously.
Yeah, I watch a bunch of new rock stars. So New Rock Stars is I would call it like a nerd culture channel where like they watch these shows, like these Marvel shows and these Star Wars shows and whatnot, and kind of break them down. Like, all right, this is what you missed. This is what they did in the background, and this is the connection to the comics, and it kind of puts you into the world of some of the stuff that you may not have known. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so the nigga Eric Voss and New Rock Stars is go-to over here. Bowtie Fragrance guy, nigga from I think it's a nigga from like DC.
Have you ever watched that guy? It's the I don't know exactly what his name is, but he's a black dude with a beard.
Played it. Big Beard Business.
Yeah.
It's your boy Big Beard B here for another edition of Big. Look, my son be doing it. He be like, Big Business. Yeah, the nigga sound like even Baltimore sometimes, but I think he in Tennessee or somewhere like that.
Let me tell you. Just real quick, yo. Yeah. It's this dude. He got a show. It's called Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, right? Okay. Pretty big YouTube file, and I would say about 300,000 or something like that, right? Okay. I'm only saying this because it's funny that you said that you think that guy's from Baltimore. I'm literally coming out of Doda's Kitchen on what is that, Charles Street, getting the car to eat my food. This nigga pulls up right here. The traffic stops right here. I look over. It's the nigga I'm just watching on YouTube. I'm like, hold up, nigga, that's you and shit. I'm like, God damn, you'd be surprised. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I've never really seen nobody with that big of a YouTube following just randomly. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Unless I was looking to see those people. You know what I mean?
Right. You just run into a nigga. You just show the nigga phone. Hey, nigga, this
this you, nigga.
I just seen you, nigga. I just hit like on your video.
Right.
I told you. I did tell you was wrong. You know, it's funny. Black Wrestling does that big list every year. The BRP 50 top 50 black wrestlers. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Drip. Shout out to Math. At Black Wrestling on everything. We do this list every year. The BRP 50 top black professional wrestlers of that year. Mm-hmm. So there's a gentleman by the name of Moose, who is a black professional wrestler.
Okay.
The first year we did the list, he was on the list. He made the list, but and we were going down and we were going one by one. We were kind of releasing the list, person by person, and he was, lower on the list, but he was on the list, top 50, and this is everybody on Earth.
Uh-huh.
So we said, yo, this is number such and such, top wrestler, kind of ran down his accolades. He reposted. He's happy with it.
Dope.
And then we start to release the other wrestlers that are in front of him because we're going 50 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
He started seeing some of the niggas in front of him. He was like, yo, this list is BS. Y'all just putting y'all people y'all like in the list and y'all don't know nothing. Yo, just like this, whatever. He wowed out. So he's like, I bet. He ended it. He ended his message with, take me off your list.
Where was he at on the list, first of all?
Like 47, 48, something like that.
Okay.
He will forever now be known as number 51. That's what we call him. He's number 51. He will never make the list. So he's had a run-in with a couple black podcasts and black content creators. So someone was asking this evening, like on Twitter, like, yo, why is he always getting into it with black folks? And so I explained the situation online. Who jumps in the comments after me like, yeah, I don't respect no list that ain't done by niggas who did. Well, he ain't say niggas because he probably doesn't use that word because he doesn't refer to himself as such. But he was like, I don't do any list done by people who don't do what I do. I was like, man, if there's a wrestlers list, I'd love to see it. However, that being said, man, we're probably gonna be in a room with Buddy tomorrow at a wrestling event. It should be interesting.
What is this dude's name?
Moose. Great big pro wrestler, you know what I mean? He speak with a list. Sometimes we call him Moose.
You can't keep doubling down, yo. This is what he about 300 big hands. I'm thinking he's a pretty big dude if he's named Moose, yo.
Listen, Moose don't look like he would have been in the house at all. Moose a good sized dude. Like Buddy, I mean, he's the champion, but he just don't, he just ain't what, I mean, he ain't.
What you say?
He ain't rocking with us.
Niggas feed him outside. Is that what you trying to say?
I don't know what's going on.
They tie him to a chain and shit, feed him outside. I don't want no problems, Mr. Moose.
Mr. Moose.
Mr. Moose. Oh, this nigga. Monstrous ass black nigga.
Monstrous black nigga. Yeah, that's him.
Oh no,
Yeah, so we might run into it tomorrow and say hello.
Okay. You know what you look like?
I don't.
Where is this at, yo? This is in Maryland?
Yeah, Glen Burnie at LaFontaine Blue. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see one of y'all niggas on Twitter. Something going through a table.
Imagine a nigga. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. I was surprised to see him hop in the comments. This is like just happened fresh, man. So shout out to number 51, aka Muth. Hey man, shout out to Diz, shout out to Mav, shout out Feed. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. That being said, I am IlFam790, your social media choice. The ads to the podcast, Captain Brew Albano, Brew Diamond, Phillips, Sticky, the Dragon, Steamboat, Pod Sham Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Pipe. I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of Dentine Ice and my tag team partner.
See your boy Broccoli Balboa, aka Russell Westbrook, aka Veggie Miller. All those good things, but I want to say one more time, happy birthday to my son, my one and only. You feel me? Love you, boy.
Whole time, man. Happy birthday to Ghostface Light, Rosa Parks.
Showing up. I think Lawrence Taylor too, yo.
That's a wild collection of people, yo.
Wild niggas, yo.
That is a wild collection of people, man. I guess it ain't much left to say, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. And just like, you know what I mean, just a wise nigga once said,
like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here to get paid.